Yeah, I think we take the positives out of the games that we played. I think you mentioned it well. The group felt that we competed and we did well, especially this game against Orlando. And always room for improvement. We know that we need to create more chances, and I think we need to focus a little bit more. Just on that last third, that last final pass, we're lacking that last touch in order to put it in the back of the net. I think once we find that groove and once the ball bounces our way a little bit, we're going to start getting some results.
Thanks, Michelle. Next, let's go to Franco. Franco, you're off mute.
Thank you, Jackie. Hey, Victor, how are you, man?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Good, brother. Thank you. Congrats on the second,
Thanks.
baby there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just wanted to ask you about the set pieces and something. I might get a couple of smirks here and there. There was a question I asked Diego last year because you guys weren't scoring from set pieces that much. You guys have one this year where it was Higuain to Higuain against Philadelphia, but corner kicks. And from that aspect, there hasn't been a goal yet from corner kick. What do you guys need to do better, or what are you guys working on to try and open games up in that way? Because when the game's 0-0, maybe you're not getting that many clear-cut opportunities from the run of play. A set piece can get you into the game or back into the game and make the other team come out a little bit more, and then that just makes things a lot easier for you guys. So what are you guys working on, or how much are you guys working on with regards to corner kicks and set pieces? Thank you, Victor.
Yeah, no. Great question. Absolutely. Set piece game is very important. Like you said, it could win you a game where it's 0-0, it's tied, and open up more opportunities for you to get in the open play. And we've been working on them very hard. Our timing is a little bit off sometimes with our deliver and our runs. So we've been working on it a lot more these days. We actually worked on it today for a very long time in order to get that timing and that syncing right, because we know that sometimes we're going to have ugly games where a set piece is going to save it for us and get us a result that we need.
Thanks, Franco. Next, let's go to Kobe. Kobe, you're off mute.
Thanks, Jackie. Hey, Victor, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing solid. I also wanted to congratulate you on the future addition to your family. That's
Thank you.
big.
Thank you so much.
Your wife and the future big brother.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. We're all excited. Thanks, man.
I could imagine. Wanted to ask, looking back and kind of also looking forward, CF Montreal, that seemed like a game that was, at least from my point of view, almost a turning point, because the way they played, pressing you guys, really forcing the issue. In the future games, it had almost made you guys, be a little bit more direct, play a different style. I guess how important was, not obviously the result, but that process that you guys went through with them, and how important is it for you guys to, face this team? So I guess 6 weeks later after that game?
Yeah, I think that game was a reality check for us. Before that, we would try to play from the back out of every single opportunity. And I think we learned from our mistakes. I think after that game, we said, okay, let's assess how the other teams are going to press us. And if that's the energy that they're going to bring from the get-go, it might be smarter for us to try and go long on goal kicks and try to go long on stop balls where we get the ball from under our control. That game really showed us that. And I think we've improved a lot. I think that now we're being smarter about it and not being naive and playing it out from the back every single time, because we know that sometimes it's not going to be pretty. Sometimes you have to go and fight a 50-50 ball and win a duel, and maybe that'll get us going, and then we can start getting rhythm once they back off of us and we have more space to play. Then we can take those advantages. But for sure, it was a game that we learned from it, and then this time go around is going to be different.
Thank you, Kobe. Let's go back to Franco and then to Michelle. Franco, you're off mute.
Thank you, Jackie. Victor, I wanted to ask you just about your personal performance on the weekend. You finished with a high passing mark next to Blaze there in the center of the park. I think you were both in 91, 92% in terms of your passing completion rates. You just touched on not playing short. Against Orlando, you guys did play a little bit more out of the back than maybe in the previous games where goal kicks were almost exclusively long. This one, it seemed like you guys built up a little bit more. What was the difference in this one for you guys? Not only to have more control of the game, but to have so much accuracy and precision with those passes. You, Blaze, and Jay all finished in pretty high marks. I think all of you were above 91, 92%.
Yeah, I think the game plan for against Orlando, we knew that they are a very energetic pressing team from the get-go, especially the first 10, 15 minutes. So we were going to assess that depending on how they they set up and where their D mids and where their wingers went, we knew that we had opportunities to play out of the back. One of the things that we emphasized on during the week was to trust the midfielders on the ball, even with a man on them, because the center backs know that if they can bounce us the ball, we can play it in one touch to the fullback that's going to play high. It was just a little bit of a difference in tactics, and then more than anything, it was trusting us on the ball. I think that you saw that. You saw the center backs and the defenders and everybody looking for us as a first option, because we know that they were playing with two D mids that were ready to press. So we were always going to have guys either on the pockets or me and Blaise open, which that's what happened a lot in the first half. And we were able to control and get out that way from the back. So it was just part of the game plan, and I think it worked out well for us.
Thank you, Franco. Michelle, you're off mute.
Hi again. Phil told us that Gonzalo this week has been even more of a leader. Just his leadership qualities this week have really come out more than in the past, and just in general, and encouraging everyone, and also just the way that he's going about this new special fitness plan, whatever you want to call it. Can you talk about Gonzalo and the last couple of weeks? What have you seen from him? What do you expect from him in the next few weeks going forward? And, just what it's like for the rest of you to have to adapt that, such a big player on your team is not starting coming in the second half.
Yeah, I think he's been working really hard, especially to get his fitness up. And I mean, we all know on the team that if we can get the best of Gonzalo, and with all his experience and everything he brings with his quality, this team can have a high chance of being successful. And we're going to need that on the field and off the field. So yeah, he's taken more of a leadership role lately this past week and past 2 weeks, and it's good to see. It's good to see that side of him. It's good to see how he manages the group and how he supports us and encourages us, and is always right there giving, especially Julian, advice and come on guys, let's go, we got to win. And I can remember this last game, he said, come on guys, keep us in the game, I'll come in and make a difference. And you saw as soon as he came in, he created something out of nothing, really. It was by himself, and we're going to need that going forward in order for us to have a chance of being successful and winning some games.
Thank you, Michelle. Victor, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys.